destroy these criminals, but it requires a lot of concentration. So what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and load up the island. Um, I'm capturing my screen using the built-in Windows screen recorder up here. If you have a Windows 10 computer and you want to record your screen, just hold down the Windows button and press G on your keyboard, and it should come up. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Meteor smashes prison walls. So, items, superpower. So as you can see, we don't have any items for this island. We need a superhero ID. So the first thing we're going to want to do is go into the comic shop. You're going to go into the comic shop, wait for it to load, and then we're going to skip down to this. So we're going to ask him if he has anything other than comic books, and he's going to give us a superhero handbook. So we're going to go up into here, and we're going to go ahead and examine the handbook. So we will get a superhero ID, which I'll show you how to get in just a second, and it will show you how many villains we've defeated, and it'll allow us access to dangerous areas. We need a superhero outfit, and we have to defeat all of the villains, and then eventually we'll get to fly. So that's all that there is for here. So we're going to exit Ned Noodlehead's shop, and then we're going to, after this loads, you can talk to this girl if you want. She'll just say there's been a prison break, we're all in danger. Go ahead and save the game. So then you want to skip down to here. You can click on her, see what she has to say. Yeah, so talk about escaped prisoners. So we're just going to go ahead and enter the Masks and Capes store. This is where we will get our superhero ID and our superhero costume. So we come down here to this guy, click on him. So he will give us our superhero ID card. This will allow us access to dangerous areas where supervillains are, and it will also show how many villains we defeated. So we can go ahead and pick a costume. I usually just go ahead and select this one. So this is the customizer. If you've ever played Poptropica, then you know what this is. So we can remove that headset. Actually, I want to keep the headset. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Yeah, so we're going to click on that. So we've got a mask. Of course, a superhero belt would be nice. And of course, a cape. I think I'm going to keep the lightning. And we're going to click accept. So now if we go into our items, you'll see we have Ned Noodlehead's superhero handbook, and we have our very own superhero ID. This is our ID card. Down here is where we will see if we've defeated any superheroes. So that is all. You can just click that bell. Alright, so now we are going to exit the Masks and Capes shop. So, now that we have a superhero ID and a nice superhero suit, we are going to head down to the prison and talk to the warden. He's going to give us some things that we will need for catching these dangerous criminals. So as you can see, this large meteor hit the jail. and what had happened was it gave all the villains superpowers. So we can click this, tell me more about the escaped prisoners. You can go through the whole dialogue. I'm just skipping down to the bottom because that's where we get everything we need. So he's going to give us the profile reports. So he gives you information on the villains. Then we can click on her. What this is going to do is it's going to give us these special handcuffs that will allow us to catch anti-power handcuffs to capture the criminals. Alright, so we have anti-power handcuffs. We've got our superhero suit. We've got the files on the villains. So let's go ahead and capture some villains. So if we go up here into the menu and check your items, you'll see you now have anti-power handcuffs and supervillain files. So we have Cerebral, Crusher, Copycat, that's the first one we're going to be catching, Ratman, Betty Jetty, that's the last one we're going to catch, and Speeding Spike. Now Betty Jetty, we need to have flying powers, but you have to defeat 5 criminals before you can get flying powers, which means we're gonna have to defeat Cerebral, the Crusher, Copycat, and Ratman. Wait a minute. Cerebral, Copycat, Ratman, Crusher, and Speeding Spike to be able to capture Betty Jetty. The hardest one to capture is probably Copycat, and that's the first one we're doing, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So we're going to go down the older Poptropica levels, like when the game first came out. My computer doesn't run them all that well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go up here, and we are going to climb up on top of the daily paper building. And you'll see why in just a second. We're going to talk to a retired superhero. So this lift is going to take us up to him. Gonna jump up here, and as you can see, there is an old retired superhero. We're just gonna click on him and we're gonna talk to him. So we're just gonna go and say, I want to be a superhero. It didn't do it. I want to be a superhero. And then here's what he's going to tell us. So he's going to say, there's more to it than having a suit and ID. Talk to me after you've defeated at least 5 villains. So as you can see, we need to defeat 5 supervillains, or they are now supervillains, to gain flying powers. We have to capture Betty Jetty, the final criminal. So we're going to go ahead and run downtown and defeat the first villain, or supervillain, Copycat. And this scene takes place at the bank. Alright, so we're gonna head downtown. I don't know why I jumped. Alright, so we're gonna head downtown and we are going to capture Copycat. Now, like I said, this is the hardest one because you technically have a time limit. So what's going to happen is that we're going to be in the bank, and we're going to approach Copycat. Um, Now her name is Copycat because she can duplicate herself, create copies of herself. So we're going to have to run around the bank and destroy all of her fake copies and then capture the real Copycat. Now, if you're playing this, I would recommend using a mouse. A USB mouse, I would recommend a USB mouse higher than a Bluetooth mouse. A USB mouse or a wireless USB mouse or a wired USB mouse, because playing Poptropica with a touchpad is a no-go. It's very, very difficult. So we're going to go ahead and enter the bank. Now the reason why this is timed is because what Copycat is going to do is she's going to release smoke all over the bank. As you can see, she's holding a canister of tear gas. So when we approach her, you'll have to move fast to find all of us. So what she's going to do now is she's going to create copies of herself, as you'll see in just a second. She creates copies of herself, tosses the can of tear gas, and the time starts now. So what you need to do is jump on top of this ledge here. And you need to make contact with the copies to catch them. Then we're going to on top of the safe door. Jump, and I don't know why. It's kind of lagging a little bit, guys. I apologize for this. The internet connection here is not the best. So we're going to jump up on top here. Plant is, and we're going to land right there. We're going to jump up here and get this copy. Remember, you have to hit the copy to take it down. And you'll notice here in just a second that it's going to get really smoky in here. Which is why you have to move quickly. And if this fogs up too much, what's going to happen is that your character will say, I need some air, and then exit the bank and try again. So you're going to want to jump up on top of here from this, or you have to restart because of lagging. It's really easy, don't move quickly, you fail. So you're going to jump up here, and as you can see, there are more copies upstairs. So then we're going to roll down here, and then you're going to click the elevator button. So then the elevator will come down, not quickly enough, of course. And you're gonna want to jump up into the elevator. Don't wait for the elevator to come down. You'll be wasting time. Then click up. As you can see, it's getting really foggy. Soon we won't be able to see, and depending on how quickly we do this, we might have to restart. So then you want to jump up into here, run through this place, and capture all of her copies. Here is the last thing. Go! That's the last copy, and then over here to the far left, you will find Copycat. And that is how you take down the first villain. You click close. The page will load, and then we can progress on to capturing the next villain. So we've captured Copycat. She is behind bars now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you capture the first supervillain. The warden will congratulate you, and then you can run away and move on to capturing the next supervillain. Now, I'm doing this in order of which is closer, so I believe the next one that we're going to be capturing is Speedy Spike. This one is I'm trying to decide if Cat's Easy or Speeding Spike is harder. They're both really hard to defeat. Speeding Spike, I would say, is the most annoying. And that's the one that you really are going to need a physical mouse for. So I would not recommend playing this island unless you have a physical mouse. Gonna go ahead and head downtown. Wait for this to load up. Internet's really slow here. I'm in Ohio, and for some reason they only get 30. I think it's 30 up and down. That's like the max. But that's like really slow compared to North Carolina. Now before we go down, actually, we're gonna go ahead. So the next villain is down in the subway. There we will capture Speedy Spike. So we're gonna go ahead and climb down these stairs. You can click on her. She'll say, "We need your help in the subway," or something like that. You'll run past that guy, and then you will proceed to enter the subway. Right? And all the way down here is Speedy Spike. Now, you'll notice that we've got a wet floor here. The objective of this one is to get Speedy Spike all the way down here and get him to run down here. But if he hits you, he'll just go right back to where he was. So the first thing you need to do is get just close enough to him for him to see you. He'll see you and then try to run after you. Once he sees you and tries to run after you, you'll want to go ahead and sprint back the other way. Again, you don't want him to hit you. If he hits you, it's pretty much game over. As you can see, we're right here at the caution wet floor. Again, you want to avoid him coming in contact with you. Wait for him to cool down. Let him see you. He'll slip. He'll fall down. Then you're going to want to click on him, put him in the anti-power handcuffs, and you have just captured Speeding Spike. We're going to go ahead and go up here, click close. It'll load, take you back to the prison, put Speeding Spike behind bars, and you have captured Speeding Spike. So the next villain that we are going to be capturing is, I don't remember his name. It's the guy with the mind control. And we're going to go ahead, once it loads back up, we're going to go ahead and go back into our menu. And we're going to see what the next villain we want to capture is. I'm going to go to our items, supervillain files. Now the superhero handbook, you don't really need it. It's just kind of a extra step. So the next criminal we're going to be capturing is Cerebral. After that, we're going to get Ratman. Then we're going to get Crusher. And then, so we got Cerebral. So we've already got Copycat and Speeding Spike. We just need Cerebral, Crusher, and Ratman. Then we will capture Betty Jetty, who can actually be really annoying and difficult to catch. Betty Jetty. The Crusher is actually really annoying and hard to catch. But if you concentrate, he's fairly simple to catch. So we're going to go ahead and go catch Cerebral, who is downtown. Other than catching Cerebral, there is one other thing that you're going to need to do in order to be able to successfully complete this island and get the island medallion. So we're going to go ahead and go right to head downtown. And we are going to continue on and capture Cerebral. Probably one of the easier criminals to capture. One important tip that I would stress is that when capturing these criminals, or a lot of them, the best thing to do is to keep moving. Don't stand in one place. So we're going to run down here, past the pretzel guy, past the subway because we've already defeated Speeding Spike. We're going to go to the park, City Park. I'm going to click to go right. Alright, so you'll see we've got Cerebral. But before we go defeat him, we're going to click on the hot dog guy. He is going to give us a hot dog. This hot dog is extremely important. No, it's not used to defeat any criminals, but you do use it to get the island medallion. So here's how to defeat Cerebral. You'll notice he tries to throw rocks at you. We've got a rock of our own. So what we're going to do is we're going to push this rock over, sorry, that's my watch alarm, to Cerebral. And the objective is to get this to hit Cerebral. Now in order to hit Cerebral with this, you're going to want to jump up here and get the rock he's throwing at you to hit him. Then he'll get really mad and start to make the ground fly up. So essentially you want to get the rock to fly up at him and hit him. And that's how you take down Cerebral. So we're going to go ahead and climb down from this stupid oh my gosh. From this fountain, and we're going to push the rock. And like I said, we want to get it to hit him. So about right here should be good. The rock is going to fly up. Oh, I think I just barely missed him. The rock is intended to fly up and hit Cerebral. So we're going to push it back this way. That's not good. Oh, it pushed it the other way. So this one's probably one of the more annoying ones. It's not necessarily hard. It's just, it gets really annoying. And it's pretty repetitive. So we're going to go ahead and push the rock back down. Get it down from there. We're going to fall back under the grass. And push it over here, maybe? There we go. So the rock is going to hit Cerebral. He's going to fall down. You click on him. And he'll be captured. Go ahead and click close. Poptropica will load up again, take you to the prison. So every time you capture a criminal, it takes you back to the prison. So the next criminal that we are going to be capturing is Ratman, who is in the same area as Cerebral. When we were getting the boulder to hit Cerebral with, you might have noticed that it landed around a bathroom. That bathroom is where not Cerebral, is where Ratman is located. So we're gonna go ahead and swim back across this body of water, back into town. Run, 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 run. That telephone booth is gonna be pretty important. I'm gonna go ahead and go right. Wait for it to load up, go right again. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. So we are on Main Street. No, we're not. That was Main Street that we were just on a couple seconds ago, I think. The street naming is a little confusing, but I think we're on Main Street. I'm not quite sure. So we're gonna skip past the subway, go into the city park. Alright, so where we were, it was downtown. So we're gonna skip into City Park, and this is where we will defeat Ratman. So we're gonna run over here to the bathroom. We're gonna go ahead and enter this bathroom. Now, Ratman will not be directly in the bathroom. You'll have to go into the sewer. These are some nasty bathrooms. Yeah, you can actually click on the toilets to flush them, because that's a thing. So we're going to go ahead and click on that pothole, and we're going to go down into the sewer of the bathroom. Now this part gets a little confusing. It's not super confusing, but you're gonna have to pay attention. So you're gonna go over, oh, no, I missed it. It was this one. To here, and you're gonna click on this wheel. What this will do is it will bring the water down. Go ahead and leave that platform. Dive into the water. Go ahead and enter into here. And you will find Ratman. So, here's Ratman. And, of course, because he's Ratman, he's got tiny little rats running all over the place. If you get hit by one of these rats, nothing really bad happens to you necessarily. You just kind of get kicked off of wherever you are, as you can see. So you have to be really quick with this, yeah, where you just get knocked off. Oh, jump. Oh, okay, I did it late. Alright, there's another path we can take. So we're going to go ahead and land on this platform. Then once that rat turns around, we're going to land on here. We're going to jump up here. Don't go for Ratman quite yet. Got some prep to do. Don't land on the tail. Oh, yeah, that was going to be close. Crap. I hate Poptropica ads. They're the most annoying thing in the world. Alright. Besides pimples. Oh, what the heck? Alright. Like I said, a lot of these are frustrating, but you have to keep moving. Alright, land up here. Don't let the rat touch you. And I just let it touch me. So you're just trying to avoid the rats, pretty much. It's gonna turn around right when I land. Oh, crap. Too early. Too early. I would speed up this part, but I don't have a good editor quite yet. Jump. Oh, I didn't land on it. This is so frustrating. Land as far away from the rats as you can. What the heck? Most